Are you a new or aspiring freelance bookkeeper worried about how you're going to find your first clients? Well, that's what we're going to dive into today. My name is Susan Osborne, and I am the founder of the Bookkeeper Society, where I teach new and aspiring bookkeepers how to get the skills they need to be amazing freelance bookkeepers. Be sure and hit the subscribe button so that you're notified when new videos are released. Okay, so let's dive into how you can find your first few bookkeeping clients if you're just getting started. Now, my favorite way of getting clients is through using and leveraging my inner circle of people, my friends, my family, and believe me, almost everybody either knows somebody who owns a small business or they know somebody who knows somebody who owns a small business. There's just small business owners everywhere. So make sure and leverage your contacts and let them know what you're doing. Let your friends know, let your family know what it is that you're doing. You're starting a new bookkeeping business, you're looking for your first few clients, and just let them know you'd love to do a consultation call with anyone in their circle of friends who might need a bookkeeper. In addition to friends and family, also just talk to people in your day-to-day life. For example, like if you're going to the hair salon and you're sitting in your hairstylist chair for an hour or two, just tell them what you're doing. Say, I'm starting a new bookkeeping business. If you have any clients or any friends that need a bookkeeper, please keep me in mind. Maybe slip them a card. It's just those opportunities. You want to jump on those opportunities. That's how you're going to get the word out. Because again, especially like a hairstylist, they have people sitting in their chair all day long who may have a business or they may know people who have a business. So leverage those kinds of contacts. Also, tell your kid's teacher that you're a bookkeeper. Tell your dental hygienist, your kid's orthodontist, anybody that you interact with when the conversation comes up. Hey, what do you do? I'm a bookkeeper, and if you know anyone who needs a bookkeeper, please keep me in mind. In fact, true story, the other day, I took my son in to get his hair cut, and when I was leaving, I was talking to the gal who cut his hair, and she was checking us out, and I said, hey, just so you know, I have a bookkeeping business, and I work with a lot of spas in the area. If you guys ever need a bookkeeper, keep me in mind. And she's like, oh, that's so cool to know. I'm glad you said that. I will make sure and let the owner know. So it's just things like that. It doesn't have to be salesy. I am not a salesperson. I'm like probably the worst salesperson ever, but it's not to me about being salesy. It's just about, being helpful. Like, hey, I can help you guys out if you need a bookkeeper. Look at it from that point of view. You provide a really valuable service. So you could really legitimately be helping people, taking some pain points out of their life if you can help them with their bookkeeping. So just let people know again, hey, if you know anybody who could use a bookkeeper, here's my card. The other way you can find clients, and I think this is a great way, is attending local networking events. Now, if you are super introverted, it doesn't mean you have to go out again and be salesy. This isn't about being salesy to anybody. It's just about going out and meeting people. And I know that's hard if you're really introverted and that's not what you enjoy doing. But if you can just try to make it a goal to maybe attend one every quarter or maybe one a month when you're first getting started. And I personally like to attend events where it's women and a lot of business owners, and it's just casual. I actually go to one in my town where we have a little wine. There's a little bit of like a lunch and learn, but it's a dinner and learn and with some wine. And it's just about networking. We all get to stand up and say what we do in a room full of 20 to 30 women, and most of them own businesses. It's a great opportunity for me to tell people, hey, here's my face, here's what I do. I'm happy to help if you know anyone who needs a bookkeeper. So use those opportunities. And most times, a lot of these networking events in my town at least are free. But even if you have to pay $20, $30 here and there, it's worth it if you land one new client. Okay, the other way you want to consider and keep in mind, at least if you're looking for new clients, is just to keep your LinkedIn profile updated. I have had a number of people reach out to me over the years asking if I was taking new clients. And it's simply because these were people I did not know. They just simply found me by searching on LinkedIn. And under my name, where you have your title and your job, a lot of times people put their job title in their business. You can put in there bookkeeper, you can put bookkeeping business owner, you can put freelance bookkeeper, put those kinds of words in there so that you're found in search results on LinkedIn. Then you'll also want to just make sure you have a nice picture on there. You don't have to go out and get a professional photo, but just a nice picture of your face on there, not something from, a kegger in college or something. Just a nice current picture on there is great. And then make sure and fill out the description on your LinkedIn profile. So there's an area where you can put in kind of more words. I like to just say, I'm a seasoned, experienced XYZ. Here's what I like to do. I love to help small business owners succeed, and especially when they're growing. And I like to take the pain of bookkeeping off their plate. And then I bullet point out kind of my experience. So different industries I've worked with, softwares I have experience with. I put on there I'm a QuickBooks Online Pro advisor, etc. So make sure and fill that out. It doesn't have to be long and lengthy. Keep it very conversational and light in nature. And then in general, just try to keep your LinkedIn profile updated. You don't have to post articles or be super active on there. I know I'm not. It's not my preference to post on LinkedIn. But again, I have had people, in fact, just recently in the last couple of months, I had somebody who lives in my town reach out to me saying they were looking for a contract bookkeeper and if I was taking new clients. So you just never know where that next potential client's going to come from. Another avenue you can look into for finding bookkeeping clients is Upwork. Upwork is a platform that connects people needing freelancers with freelancers. So if you're not familiar with Upwork, go to upwork.com and create an account. It's free to create an account. And you want to make sure and fill out your profile. And again, you're going to want to, maybe put a picture on there, fill out your profile. They have some assessments and tests that you can take. It's optional, but sometimes it's good just to put those things in there to show that you are capable of doing the work that you say you can do. And then you can just search on there for bookkeeper, and a lot of different things will come up. There's people all over the country that are looking for bookkeepers on Upwork. Now, I have not built my business on Upwork, but there are bookkeepers who have done a ton of work on Upwork and they have built their business through Upwork. Now, I have gotten a couple clients through Upwork, and I did it because I searched bookkeeper Colorado because I'm based in Colorado. And if you put your state in there, sometimes it'll kind of cut through the clutter a little bit and narrow down the options for the person looking for a bookkeeper. And it's a little bit of a needle in a haystack with this particular method, but sometimes there are people, and I've seen it in my state, where they post a job posting for a bookkeeper and they want somebody in Colorado. And so that narrows the search down quite a bit and gives me an advantage. And I found 2 clients specifically that way. So it's a little bit of a hack for you just to give it a try. Sometimes there won't be anybody in your state looking specifically for a bookkeeper in your state, but it doesn't hurt to try. And you also may have a certain niche or industry you want to work within, like fitness studios or spas or real estate companies, and you can search by that as well and see what comes up. I think Upwork's a really fun platform, and it's a great platform. I really should be utilizing it more than I have, but I do encourage you to definitely check it out. Create a profile because it does not hurt to see what opportunities come up on there. And also, explore Facebook groups. If you have a certain niche you're working in, you might want to look on Facebook for certain groups where those people are in, like real estate professionals or online membership owners, etc., coaches. You can go online and kind of find groups where those people hang out. Now, obviously, you don't want to be spamming groups with your services or anything like that, but you can just kind of go in there because sometimes there are people, I notice even in like female entrepreneurs Facebook groups, there'll be people in there that'll say, hey, I'm looking for a virtual bookkeeper. Does anybody have any recommendations? And that's when you can jump in and say, hey, I do that. So just keep that in mind too. If you're looking for more virtual clients or a certain particular niche, look online in Facebook groups and see if you can find some groups that would be a good fit for you to be involved with. And again, don't spam them. You might be able to engage in a way that's useful and helpful to the conversations going on in there. And then if the opportunity arises where you can say, hey, I'm a bookkeeper, I'm looking for new clients. Sometimes those opportunities do pop up, so take advantage of those. All right, my number one favorite method for getting new clients is client referrals. Now, obviously, if you don't have any clients, it's going to be hard to get referrals from your current clients, right? But that's why you do want to go get 1 or 2 clients under your belt, because once you do a great job for them and you build a good relationship with those clients, they're going to refer you to other business owners. I had it happen just recently with one of my clients. She's like, hey, I have a friend who's opening a coffee shop and they're looking for a bookkeeper. Are you taking new clients? I mean, that's going to happen. The more you take on a client or 2, the more you build that relationship with them, you're just going to get referrals. And ultimately, that is going to be your best way of getting business, is word of mouth referrals. because it's free. It shows that you're doing good work for your current clients, and anybody they refer you to is going to be like, oh, so-and-so works with you, then I know you've got to be good, so I'm going to work with you too. So it's much less of a sales process if they've been referred to you through someone they trust. Okay, well, I hope these tips have been helpful for you and have inspired you, because I do want you to know there are clients everywhere and you will find them. It may take a little time. You're not going to get a flood of clients overnight. You want to, be realistic about that. But the more seeds you plant with different people, the more you're going to get these referrals coming to you and people asking you for your bookkeeping help and expertise. So be prepared, because the clients are out there.